Hey guys, it's Martina, and today I'm going to be giving you a review of an eyeshadow palette that was sent to me by samsbeauty.com. Now, if you don't know about samsbeauty.com, they're basically an online, beauty store. They have everything from jewelry to makeup to hair and, tools, pretty much everything you could ever need for any beauty-related products. And usually their prices tend to be really inexpensive, especially compared to some other online, shops. So if you're looking for something, go ahead and check them out. Now let me go ahead and get to the review of the product that they sent to me. Now, even though they sent it to me, I want to let y'all know that I'm going to be giving my 100% honest, real opinion on the product. And the product is this 120 palette, eyeshadow palette by Beauty Treats. And basically, like I told you, it's 120 colors in here. And there are warm tones and cool tones, some shimmery tones, and some matte in there. So it's a great combination of, everything you would need to kind of get started if you're just getting into makeup. Me personally, I do wear eyeshadow, but I normally wear it on more of like a formal occasion or going out for the night, really glamming it up. So lately I have been watching some makeup gurus, and I really wanted to find a really cute, inexpensive eyeshadow palette to start kind of experimenting with, because I'd like to wear eyeshadow on more of a, not a daily basis, but just more regularly, maybe a few times a week or something. So I figured I would start with this 120 palette by Beauty Treats and give it a try. Now let me go ahead and open up the product for you. And once again, it was sent to me from samsbeauty.com, but I will be giving my 100% real and honest opinion about the product. Okay, and it came basically in the box, obviously, and wrapped up in this kind of little styrofoam protector. And then here's the actual outside of the case right here. And I don't want to see. And this is basically what it looks like opened. And basically the two trays are stacked on top of each other. And let me remove this little protective kind of tray. And try not to break anything, because that would be a bad video, right? But anywho, yeah, there's two trays basically stacked on top of one another. Here's the first tray, here's the second. And you can sort of, move one of the trays and put them, up at the top of the case. As you can see, there's a variety of colors. Like I told you, warm and cool tones, some shimmery and some matte. I think this palette is great because if you're if you're like me and you're starting off, you're just wanting to get started with your first little palette, this is awesome. You have everything you need to create, some smoky eyes, some neutrals, some brown tones, gold tones. There's, a lot of pink tones, purple tones, gold tones, blues, all sorts of colors in here. Literally, pretty much everything you can think of, they have in here. I see a lot of great colors that would be good for the summertime. I see a lot of great colors that would be good for the fall. Some of the more browns and golds and, neutrals and deep purples and deep blues, that would be great for fall. And then you have some of these sort of like light pinks and light purples and light blues and really pretty light greens. That would be awesome, for right now in the summertime. Yeah, so that's basically what the palette looks like. I'm going to show you all what it looks like on my skin, so just hold tight. I'm going to come back with a test pack. And really quickly, I wanted to tell you, I forgot to tell you at the top of the video, but also with that eyeshadow palette, they sent me some primer, which I've heard that this primer has been compared to the Urban Decay primer, but it's called the 24-hour eyeshadow magic eyeshadow primer. And it actually, the wrapping and everything looks very similar to the Urban Decay. And I think this was very inexpensive. The price is actually right here. I mean, a fraction of the cost of what Urban Decay would be. So I've never tried Urban Decay, so I can't really compare this to that. But what I can give you is my opinion of this product and how it works. And I will be doing a more in-depth review of this product alone, maybe like next week or something like that. Once I've kind of experienced with the eyeshadow and everything more, I'll give a more in-depth review of this product. But what I will do, today, I'll show you just how it works a little bit briefly in this video. And aside from that, they also sent me this NYX or NYX or whatever you want to call it, jumbo eye pencil. And basically I wanted this because I've heard of people, or I've seen people in videos putting this on as sort of like a base to sort of make the color more vibrant, more pigmented. So I want to try this, and I want to try the primer, and I'm going to show you all what this looks like with eyeshadow, if that makes any sense. And then I'm going to get to the pros and the cons after I show you the test patches or swatches. So here come those swatches. And so basically this right here, this is the color that I'm going to be swatching for you all today. It's more of an aqua blue, but for some reason it's looking more navy on the camera. I don't know why. But anywho, let me go ahead and show you. Okay, the first one, let's see, right here, that's basically the eyeshadow without anything underneath it. So that's just basically the basic dry, you know, eyeshadow straight out of the palette right there. And you see it's, I mean, you can see it on there, but it's a little more sheer. Okay, right next to it, this one, that's basically the eyeshadow with nothing under it, but I applied it wet. So basically I wet my brush up before I applied it. And that's just how much, you know, darker I was able to get it just by wetting the brush. So, I mean, that's a huge difference. So obviously if you want something a little lighter, you'd go for the dry application. You want something a little more, you know, rich, you'd go for the wet application. And then down here, I used, let's see, for this one, this is actually the eyeshadow applied over the NYX, or the NYX Jumbo Milk Pencil. So that's just eyeshadow and milk right there to make that sort of really bold blue, right here. And then if you look right here next to it, that one is, this one, that's the primer underneath the eyeshadow. So it basically looks like the same as the NYX or the NYX pencil does. I would say in person, yeah, they're pretty much the same. So, yeah. And then down here below, I put the eyeshadow over the jumbo pencil and the primer. So basically it's like bam, bam, boom, and that made that. So, yeah, overall I'd say this is a great shadow. If you're going to go for more of a sheer look, you'd probably just want to do it dry. Anything else, if you want something more of a bold pop or something more heavily pigmented, you'd probably want to apply a primer or a base underneath the eyeshadow. So, yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead really quickly and get into some pros and cons. Alright, pros. The first pro that I would say is obviously, you know, the buildable pigment. You can go from light, sheer, to really dark depending upon what you put under it and your application method. Also, I would say the price. I mean, it's only $14.99. So 120 eyeshadow colors for $14.99. Come on now, that's a good deal. The third thing I would say is that the variety of colors. You know, you got some warm, you got some cool, you have some shimmery. I would say that's a big plus for me. Another pro would be how compact the case is. I mean, this case is pretty small. You know, you can pack this in your purse. If you're traveling, you can take it with you, and you're good to go. You know, it's not really huge or anything like that. So it's compact and everything's in one little box. And as far as the cons, the only thing that I would say is that I wish the actual box maybe had like a mirror in it, just in case, like if you were on the go and you wanted to kind of, you know, reapply some things and you didn't have a mirror, that would be great. And another con that I would say is that, I don't know about y'all, but I'm very clumsy. I drop things all the time. So I am a little bit afraid of dropping this and possibly shattering all my eyeshadows, which, I mean, I don't know that this is a fault of this company only, because pretty much every palette that I see, all the cases are pretty much, you know, made like this. So if you were to drop them, you'd probably crack your eyeshadow. And that would be for, you know, pretty much all the ones that I've seen online and everything. So I don't know if there's much they can do about that, but that is kind of a con to me since I'm so clumsy and I could drop it at any moment. Other than that, I don't really have anything negative to say about it. Right now, like I told y'all before, I'm going to be, you know, experimenting with this throughout the next few months and just kind of using it to kind of get into the whole eyeshadow application thing. So of course I'll be coming back with more reviews on it as time goes on, as I have more experience with it. But as of right now, just sort of trying it out of the box, I would definitely say as of right now that it is worth, spending the money on to buy. And I would definitely buy it. I mean, it's so inexpensive. There's so many colors. You kind of can't go wrong. So if you're interested in buying it, the link is down below in the description box. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll be glad to answer them for you all. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Alright you guys, thank you for watching, and be sure to stop by my blog, which is www.verythinkygirl.com. I look forward to seeing you there. Take care. Bye.